Hi everyone. Happy Thursday. I wanted to come in here and share some things that I've been thinking a lot about because it's something that affects me really deeply and that has affected me my whole life very deeply. And it's only recently that I really spent some time thinking about it and assessing it, and the power of actually overcoming this has taught me a lot that I want to share with you. So I've given up on a lot of things in my life, and starting from a young age all the way up. And the reason that I gave up on things, and the reason that most of us give up on things after giving it a few goes, is that, well, it's mostly rooted in fear first, but it's because of our own limiting beliefs. And we weren't born with these limiting beliefs. As a kid, if you remember when you were really little, you felt like you could do anything you wanted to, like anything you set your mind to. If you wanted to be Superman, you could be Superman, right? And as you started to get older, things started to change. And now you find yourself starting a new health and fitness journey, starting every January with that, starting a new career, thinking that you could never ever do something that you were super passionate about because you don't have what it takes, or you're not like other people, or whatever the story you tell yourself is. But here's the reason that you have those limiting beliefs. It's because someone, sometime, said something to you that made you believe you couldn't do it. Some experience that you had made you believe that you couldn't do it. Now, there's a couple of different ways that this can happen, and these are things that I've picked up over personal development, and I'm sharing with you. I'm certainly not an expert in this area, but I can just share with you my own experiences. And the different ways in which you stop believing in yourself and that you put caps on what you think you can do is that you hear repeated over and over and over that you're not good enough. Now, that doesn't mean somebody is telling you that you're not good enough. It's that somebody maybe puts an expectation on you, or, somebody who's really well meaning, maybe somebody like your parents are telling you you can do X, Y, and Z, and you feel like you fall short of that. Or you think you can be a theater star like I thought back in the day, and I didn't get picked for a few lead roles in high school, and I decided I wasn't going to go after that because I didn't want to keep failing. I wanted to do something I was good at, so I gave up on that. I gave up on writing in college because I didn't get picked for an advanced level course that I had to send in a portfolio for. And since the NYU English department decided I wasn't good enough to be a writer, I wasn't good enough to be a writer. Over and over and over again throughout my life, I have tossed aside a lot of things because I thought I wasn't worthy or I wasn't good enough. And so it can either come from multiple times of people putting you down, or feeling like people are putting you down. They're not necessarily putting you down. They could be trying to lift you up or encourage you or protect you or whatever, but it's how you take it. If you take it as being put down, you're going to limit what you think, what you believe you're capable of doing in that area. And the other way is emotional. Now, I'm a Cancer. Cancers are very, very, very emotional people. We are ruled by the tides. We are ruled by the moon. Sitting in my car right now because I feel so compelled to make this video in the rain, so it's kind of romantic. We're very romantic people too, I suppose. But the beauty is that you can fix it. But let me get back to my other second tier of the way in which you find these limiting beliefs is emotional experiences. So you can either have somebody repeat something to you a million times and have that become your belief because it breaks down your wall and your self-value and your self-respect and makes you believe that you're not good enough. Or it can be emotional. It can be something that's so strongly emotional to you that it changes how you feel and how you think about something, how you think about yourself. And being a Cancer, I can tell you that I have had a lot of those experiences, and it doesn't take repeat experiences for things like that to sink in and become part of your own self-belief, self-worth belief system. That didn't even make sense. Because as an emotional person, I take everything to heart. I'm super sensitive. I'm super emotional. And anytime that somebody would say something that I took as a put down, or that I took as affecting me on a personal level, like I would internalize that and I would believe that. When I had my first boyfriend when I was, gosh, I think I must have been 8, maybe in the fourth grade, maybe third or fourth grade. And I remember we went for a bike ride, And we rode our bikes home. He rode me home. He was very gentlemanly about that. And we got off our bikes, and he said, "I love you," which was really cute because we were 8. And maybe he did, I don't know. But I said, "Why?" And he said, "Because you're smart." And I got so mad. I got so mad because all I wanted him to say was I was pretty. And that memory has stuck with me my entire life. When you're 8 years old, I'm 35 now. I know I'm pretty. Like, I don't have to have somebody tell me that now, but it took me a long time to believe that because I believed I wasn't pretty enough because somebody thought that I was smart, and that meant I wasn't pretty because that wasn't the first thing they said. And for years and years and years and years, all I wanted was for somebody to tell me I was pretty because I didn't think I was pretty enough. That's an emotional, one-time incident that somebody didn't even say to me to purposefully tell me that I wasn't pretty. He wasn't saying that at all. Maybe that was the next thing he was going to say, but I cut him off. Because my subconscious, when you said the first thing is, "You're smart," I heard, "You're not pretty." It's a little crazy, but that's what I heard. So I walked around for the rest of my life with that belief until pretty recently when I started to work on my own self-confidence and work on those limiting beliefs and work on my feeling my self-worth. And the way in which you break that down is the same way in which you got those limited beliefs in the first place. You need emotional responses. For me, that's so key. It's so more important than anything else. If you're not super duper emotional like I am, you need consistent hitting of yourself with a positive affirmation. You need to tell yourself what is actually true so many times that it sinks in, because that's the only way it's going to work. That, or you have an emotional breakthrough that connects you and your subconscious to that new belief and breaks down, gets rid of the old one. And for me, it was going through this journey. It was having the support of all these people around me, constantly telling me that I was good enough, constantly reinforcing my own, what they saw in me that I didn't see in myself because I had such limiting beliefs in so many ways. I didn't think I could get through a fitness program, let alone leave my career as a lawyer, full time, work this health and fitness business thing for full time, and grow a team of women inspiring other people because I didn't know that I could do it. And I kept failing in the beginning because I didn't believe that I could, so I set myself up to fail because I would stop, because I was scared. But I had all these amazing people around me who saw my potential and just kept nudging me and kept giving me that safe place to land and keep telling me how awesome I was. And I had to work a lot on myself to get myself to that place where I believed it too. I do now. That's repetition. But at work. But the emotions, the emotional connection that I made with these people anytime I got together with them, anytime we had a team call together, anytime I posted in a group and I saw the response, it wasn't just validation. It was they were truly believing what they saw in me until I could see it in myself. And I believe it. I didn't then for a long time. But I know that they're not coming from a place that's suiting them. It doesn't suit anybody to tell me, in my fearless family, it doesn't suit anybody to tell me that I'm awesome. It's not self-serving to them. They have no reason to do it. But they tell me what they see and they tell me what they believe, and I trust them. And because I trusted them, I started to trust myself. And that started growing. And I started working on myself day in and day out. And I'm not just talking about health and fitness. I'm talking personal development. I'm talking, reading books, focusing inward, spending time with affirmations, spending time with thought processes, thinking back to where things came in and how to correct it. And let me tell you, those demons are still there. They come around, and I've got a lot of them. But I recognize them when they come. I don't always win, but I recognize them when they come, and 9 times out of 10, I'm good now because I believe in myself. I believe that I am worthy, that I was given a purpose, that I am here to serve it, and I'm here to help other people find theirs. And how can I help other people find theirs if I am not secure in my own? So that is a very powerful thing I had to go through. And I'm here to say from the other side that it is possible. So stop beating yourself up. And stop giving up on yourself, and stop giving up on your dreams, because you are worthy. and you need to hear it. You are. You watching this video, you are worthy. Now go tell someone else that they're worthy. Now go tell yourself that you are worthy. And start thinking about all those dreams that you put aside. There's a reason that you have those dreams in your heart. Love you. From me to you. It's a deep one today. Sorry. Love you all. Bye.